Maxwell, I've got
Sambo.
your picture and I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I think
Maria.
So. Yeah.
Count me in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Anyway, Alex Gaskarth's on the show.
Yeah, he is. Alex Gaskarth from All Time Low.
Yep.
Was kind enough to join us at Good Things Festival, our first interview of the day. I hadn't spoken to many people, so my voice is a little bit husky.
Yeah, you did sound a bit rusty and husky, and that will be the story that develops over time as we go here.
Yeah, it's a developing story, isn't it? Darren Lockyer was...
But it was good to chat about the new album. Didn't have a huge amount of time, so we rushed in. We talked new album. We talked setlist building. We talked about the heat at Good Things Festival. So you know what?
The heat's not probably a key takeaway that
It was
audiences
a key
will be.
takeaway, Sam.
I don't think the audience will hear that and go, Jesus, they're talking about the weather.
But if you were at Good Things, you'll go, oh, it was hot.
Yeah.
You know?
We talked album. We talked 22 years of All Time Low. And we talked JoJo, which was quite interesting as well.
We sure did.
But don't take our word for it.
Here's our word for it.
Maxwell, a pleasure to be your acquaintance.
A pleasure to have been, Sam.
To have been or not to have been? That is the acquaintance.
That is the pleasure.
What is the charge? Anyway.
A succulent Chinese interview with Dayseeker, Sam, right here, right now. I don't know. I just wanted to get us
Why
out
is
of
it a
that hole.
sucking Chinese interview?
I don't know.
We're not speaking Mandarin.
No, we're not.
You know the best thing about
I was waiting for one of us to go for it.
it's about the conversation you have along the way, isn't it?
It is. You know, the real interview, the friends you make along the way.
Yeah,
So.
I know Rory's not listening to this, so we're fine.
We are chatting to Rory from Dayseeker. This is another one of the interviews we had backstage at Good Things just a couple of weeks ago. I think edit point here, knowing that I think in this interview was when the people behind us started clapping wildly. Just like that, bit of hooping, bit of hollering. So there is a weird sort of cut point in this. But anyway, great interview otherwise.
It was good. We were lucky on the day. Rory spoke exclusively to us, which I felt like a lucky little boy. We caught their set. He is an amazing vocalist. If you haven't heard Dayseeker, I would definitely recommend going and checking out their latest album. I've been listening to them since their first album, which I raised with Rory to a bit of a surprise reaction, I feel. So stay tuned. I think it's the first or second question we ask him.
Yeah.
What it means to be defeated, the first album they released. So if you're a fan of that, prepare to be disappointed.
Prepare to be defeated.
Yeah, prepare to be defeated. But who starts this one, Maxwell?
I believe you might start this one, Sam. So over to you.
Maxwell, we are backstage at Good Things Festival with a little exclusive interview. We are very privileged to be joined by Rory from Dayseeker. Mate, welcome to the show.
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going very well. We just checked out your set in probably the hottest tent I've ever been in. You're coming straight from it. I mean, how was it?
Amazing. It was like front to back, like stacked, and we were stoked because it was like, it's 40 degrees in Australia. For Americans, it was like 105 degrees. It was brutal. Our drummer he felt like he was going to pass out by the end of his set. So I'm glad he made it through, and we were relieved that we were under a tent today, and it was like a little cooler.
Yeah. I mean, the commitment alone needs to be credited, but
Well, I got to say, you came out on stage with the full jacket on.
I know.
And I reckon it was about 20 seconds before I could see you be like, nah, fucking absolutely not.
I'm like, I just gotta do like one. I think I did 2 songs today actually, but it's always like I gotta get this off me at some point. But I'm just trying to commit to the bit, you know.
no, we appreciate it. Max did turn to me as soon as you walked down. He said, Jesus, it's bold being in a trench coat in this weather.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
That's it. Look, like I said, it's a privilege to have you on. As a big sort of what it means to be defeated listener back in the day, it's
Wow, okay.
Yeah, been around for a long time. But
That album sucks, but thank you. No, I'm kidding.
You heard it here
It's
first,
okay.
people.
No, it's a good. Like the album's fine. It just our budget I think was $2,000 for that album, so
Wow.
it's no disrespect to the engineer. It just doesn't sound very good, like recording quality wise. But I think the songs are cool. Yeah.
the songs are good. We can, whoever produced it can just pretend he didn't hear.
Sorry,
that. He or
Jeff.
she.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. But look, we start the show the same way every week, and that's just to get an idea of what's spinning in your playlist lately.
Oh man, I just did my Spotify Wrapped, and this band Joan was my top artist. I don't know if you've heard of them. I think they're a smaller pop band from LA. Joan is in there. I think We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande was my top song on
Okay.
Spotify.
Hell yeah.
I love the song, but my daughter really likes it. So when I give her a bath, I play music on a little speaker, and she'll sing along. So I think that's why it took my top spot. But I also just love Ariana Grande. Sabrina Carpenter, been getting really into her new album. I don't know. It's a big mix, honestly. Yeah.
It's good. I like the diversity of it.
Would we get a Dayseeker covers like the Bluey theme song, you know? Like,
Oh my God. My daughter would lose her mind if we did that.
we're in
But
Brisbane, you know, when in Rome, you know.
yeah, we'll just book a studio session tomorrow. Screw it. Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, the My Immortal cover is one of your most popular sort of songs at the moment. So never say never.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think a Bluey cover would hit.
I don't know, man. There's a huge market.
Do a really depressing version of the.
Look, before we get chatting too much about Bluey covers and the festival, let's talk Creature in the Black Night. Your album's been out for just over a month now, and you know fans have been absolutely loving it. Dark Sun was so widely adored by everyone. When you sort of approached the new album, you sat down at the start of the process and thought, we've got writing and recording to do. What was the approach from you guys to think, okay, how do we do enough to keep the guys, you know, the fans still on board, but bring a new album energy, bring, you know, this new sound that you kind of have found in the album?
I don't know. I think every album is just kind of about what's current and what's happening in my life. And so, unfortunately, when we were in the middle of doing Dark Sun, my dad passed. And so it was hard to not write about that a lot of the time. And then I think I got to process a lot of that with time. And then our new album, was just kind of about my personal life and just a lot of things I've been going through and a lot of realizations I've had in doing therapy and talking to somebody about my feelings and what I'm going through. And I don't know, the album's, it's definitely a step away from, I think, trying to be a super melancholy, depressing band all the time. All the songs are rooted in like deeply personal things, but I think we tried to pull back the cut my wrist vibe like all the time, you know, and make it a little more just like a really good rock album that's so personal to us. So I don't know, we just kind of went in. I just started writing about different relationships that I had with friends or people I dated and how they ended and how it affected me, and that's just what came out at the end of the day.
I mean, vocally, you have such a strong voice, and you lean on your clean vocal more so than other bands in the genre who can, you know, lean on the heavy. When you approach that in the studio, how much work goes into, I guess, melody creation and making sure, you know, your vocal runs are different and sort of have a bit of variety compared to the other tracks and albums? Is there a lot more work that goes into that than, you know, a band that might typically scream a lot more?
Yeah, I think melody to us is like everything. Like our band and our producer, Dan Bronstein, like Dan did a lot of, well, Dan used to be in that band Volumes ages ago. I don't know if you knew that. So it's funny because I think he got rooted in like Meshuggah djent guitars, but even when he did Volumes, he had this idea of like he wanted a lot of melody and pretty stuff in the background. And so, I mean, he started doing a lot of pop work, and then he worked with us. And I think we like synchronized in a sense that we wanted to be more pop focused, but still like a heavy rock band. And so, but melody is like everything. When him and I are working together on songs and the band comes together, it's like, I don't know, like the heavy bits are cool, but I feel like it has to have a really strong chorus around it, or if a song doesn't really hit, you know? So I don't know, a lot of stuff on the new album was just stuff I worked at on home on like a keyboard, and then I would bring to him and we'd kind of flesh it out together. And I play guitar, he's a great metal guitar player though, and I don't know, I feel like he's our secret like fifth member. I don't think our band would be doing quite as well if we had went to anybody else to do our albums with.
Okay,
so
wow.
yeah,
Cool.
You mentioned it before about,
hell yeah.
Well done.
that's how good that question answer was. You guys fucking nailed that.
We did well.
You mentioned it before about, you know, the band's been going for a little while now, and you guys have been kind of really slogging away to get to the point that you're at now. We saw recently that, we read in an interview recently that you're actually a qualified optometrist. And is that true? First of all, is that true? And is that...
Optician.
Optician,
Optician.
sorry.
No. Optometrist is like a doctor if it goes to school. I just like, I would help people pick out glasses, and I would bill insurance and stuff. It was I started this company called Lens Crafters when I was 18, and I did that up until I quit doing that like 4 years ago, and now I just do music full time now. But
right. I'm with you.
It was cool though. I feel like it led to like that's like the tinted glasses I wear. I feel like it's because I got a good taste in like this is like Robert Downey Jr. wore these tinted Oliver Peoples, and I'd be like, okay, I'll do that, you know. But yeah, I did that for like ages, and I think I did that for like 14 years after high school.
Wow, right.
So yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I was just going to say, in that case, don't get the slides up. We won't be doing better or worse. That's fine. We're cool.
Yeah.
I'm due for a checkup, but we'll be sweet.
We'll do it after the episode.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. But I guess on that note, in the interview was saying that in the scene you came up in, there are a lot of bands that blew up overnight, whereas you guys were a bit more of a slow grind.
Sure.
Where was that moment of separation or what was it in sort of the Dayseeker trajectory where you said, okay, we can go full time now, and it's not, full time work on the side's not going to be a thing anymore?
It was definitely, I think our album Sleep Talk was our first oh wow, there's something happening, and it's very different for our band, because I think we put that out in September of 2019, and we were supporting Wage War on a tour, and we were opening the tour. We were like the one slot of 4, and we were really worried we were going to be playing to half capacity in the room, and we were pleasantly surprised every day. Like, they were cramming in early to come see us, and it felt like that was our first moment. And then we went to support We Came as Romans a few months later, but that was it was supposed to be like a 5 or 6 week tour, and then the pandemic hit in the middle of the tour, like only a week into it. So we had to stop in the middle of the tour and drive home, and then there was a pause on touring for a year and a half, and it was interesting because we noticed something happening before the pandemic, but it almost felt like nobody had anything to do really during the pandemic. So I think our album got to sit and sort of marinate in the metal scene, and then when we came back to pick up where we left off on the We Came as Romans tour, we started doing shows, and it was like holy crap, this is a very different experience than before, and like people actually singing the words back at us and really getting into it. So I feel like we did that, and then we headlined and played Sleep Talk in full, and I think that tour was the first time we sold out like 500 to 800 cap rooms, and that was when I quit my job, because I think I was like, I don't have a lot of money in my bank account, but I think I can like make what I have last until the next tour, which used to be like you'd go on tour, you would lose a bunch of money, and then come home and go to your job to make up for the debt that you were in. And it was the first time I made a little money, and was like, I think I can float. And it was just kind of it's like you jump off a cliff and free fall and hope you like don't hit the ground, basically. But
hope the parachute works.
But it's gone well. We're really lucky, for sure. Yeah.
Love it.
Before we let you go, on the live front, you guys have had a few opportunities now, both here in Australia and overseas, to play the new stuff live, to trial it out with everyone. What are people gravitating towards from the new release? Like, which songs are you finding that you're getting the best reactions out of?
Crawl Back to My Coffin, surprisingly. I knew it went over really well on like streaming and YouTube when we put it out, but Australia actually got Crawl Back first before, like we didn't play it live until a couple of days ago, and it's always kind of nerve-wracking introducing a new song into your set, because sometimes you do it and the crowd is not into it, and we threw a few new songs into our live set, and we've been really pleasantly surprised that people know all the words and they're kind of vibing out. So I'd say Crawl Back to My Coffin has been like a big highlight, like across all the Good Things sets so far. Yeah,
it's great that we get a little sneak peek first. Australia first came off the rank. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, we love coming here. I was just saying to you guys, but yeah, I feel like Australia appreciates heavy metal and hard rock, I'd say almost more than any other place in the world. So it felt cool, and it felt good to like introduce those songs here first before anywhere else. Yeah.
Well, very exciting. Well, Dayseeker's latest album is Creature in the Black Night, so go listen wherever you get your music. Rory, thanks so much for taking the time and having a chat to us today.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.